A warm welcome to all. You are watching Investigating the Universe. Today, we venture into the grand expanse of the cosmos, an entity that houses everything we know, see, and beyond. This is the universe, a celestial stage hosting an ensemble of galaxies, stars, planets, and the finest particles of cosmic dust. It's a reality beyond our immediate perception, a reality that stretches far and wide into the realm of the unknown. But here's a twist. This universe, our home, is not static. It is in fact expanding. Yes, you heard that right. Scientists across the globe agree that the universe is growing, stretching itself into the infinity of the cosmos. The galaxies are moving apart, the cosmic fabric is stretching, and with every passing second, the universe is getting a little bigger. But a question that often comes up is, what exactly is the universe expanding into? To grasp the concept of the universe's expansion, it helps to comprehend the Big Bang Theory first. The Big Bang Theory is a cosmological model that describes the birth of our universe. It suggests that around 13.8 billion years ago, the universe burst into existence from an infinitely small, dense point, often referred to as a singularity. This initial explosion didn't just distribute matter and energy across the void, but it also created the very fabric of space and time itself. From that moment, the universe has been expanding, growing larger and cooler with each passing second. But here's the catch. This expansion isn't happening from a single point, like an explosion you might witness on Earth. Instead, every region of the universe is expanding simultaneously. It's a bit like baking a loaf of raisin bread. As the dough rises, every single raisin moves away from every other raisin. There's no central point from where all the raisins are moving away. Now you might visualize the universe as an ever-expanding sphere with galaxies sprinkled across its surface, all moving away from each other. However, this model is a bit misleading. The universe doesn't have a defined edge or center. It's not expanding into anything because there's no outside for it to expand into. It's just expanding. Confusing? Absolutely. But that's the beauty of cosmology. It challenges our everyday perceptions and forces us to think beyond our three-dimensional experience. And here's another brain bender for you. While the universe expands, the galaxies, stars, and planets within it are not expanding. They are held together by their own gravitational forces. Now, understanding this concept, you might wonder, if the universe is expanding, then there must be something it's expanding into, right? Well, hold on to that thought. We'll dive into the answer in our next scene. Well, this is where things get a little tricky and fascinating. Think of the universe, and the image that might pop into your mind is likely a vast expanse of stars, galaxies, and cosmic wonders, stretching out into the unfathomable depths of space. But where does it all end? Does the universe have an edge, a boundary, a definitive stopping point? According to current cosmological understanding, the universe doesn't have an edge in the traditional sense. That's right. The universe, as we understand it, isn't a finite space enclosed within a cosmic shell. Instead, our universe might be infinite, extending endlessly in every direction. Imagine that, a cosmos without borders, a celestial landscape without end, filled with an infinite number of galaxies, stars, and planets. It's a mind-boggling concept to grasp. But if the universe isn't infinite, then it could be curved, bending back on itself. This concept is a bit like drawing a line on a sphere. No matter which direction you go, you'll end up back where you started. So, in a closed, curved universe, if you could travel far enough in a straight line, you might end up right back where you started. This is a bit like the surface of a balloon. But here's the catch. When we talk about the universe expanding, we're not talking about it growing within a larger space. We're talking about space itself stretching. The distances between galaxies increasing, so if there's no edge, then what is the universe expanding into? Is it expanding into some larger, pre-existing space, or is the concept of expanding into even meaningful in this context? These are the questions that continue to perplex some of the greatest minds in cosmology and physics today, and the answers are anything but straightforward. This is the universe we live in, a cosmos that defies intuition and challenges our understanding of reality. A universe without an edge, without a boundary. A universe that might be infinite or might curve back on itself. It's a fascinating world out there beyond our earthly confines, and it's a privilege to explore it with you. Some theories suggest that our universe is just one among many in a larger multiverse. Imagine you're standing in a room full of bubbles. Each bubble is unique, floating independently, yet collectively creating a sea of effervescent spheres. Now picture each of these bubbles as an individual universe, existing independently but part of a larger structure. This is the concept of the multiverse, a hypothesis that proposes the existence of multiple universes, including the one we inhabit. Now you might be wondering, what does this have to do with our universe expanding? Well, if the multiverse theory holds true, it could provide an answer to what our universe is expanding into. It may be that as our universe expands, it's simply taking up more space in the grand cosmic foam of the multiverse. But that's not where the story ends. There's another concept at play here: higher dimensions. You see, we live in a three-dimensional world. We can move forwards and backwards, left and right, up and down. But some theories suggest there could be more dimensions, hidden from our perception. Now, let's circle back to our universe's expansion. If these higher dimensions exist, it's possible our universe is expanding into them. Just as a two-dimensional creature living on the surface of a balloon wouldn't perceive the third dimension of the balloon inflating, we may not perceive these extra dimensions our universe could be expanding into. It's a mind-boggling concept, isn't it? Our universe, potentially one of many, expanding into dimensions we can't even perceive. However, it's important to remember that these ideas, as intriguing as they may be, are purely theoretical. While they provide potential answers to what our universe is expanding into, they're not universally accepted. As our understanding of the cosmos continues to grow, who knows what discoveries await us? However, these ideas are purely theoretical and not universally accepted. Another way to think about it is like a balloon being blown up in a room. Imagine for a moment that you're in a room and you start to blow up a balloon. The balloon here symbolizes our universe, and as you inflate it, you'll notice that everything on its surface begins to move away from each other. The spots or galaxies on the balloon expand away from each other, but the balloon itself is not expanding into anything else in the room. This is quite an important point to grasp. You see, the room isn't part of the balloon's universe. The balloon, or our universe, is a self-contained entity. It's not expanding into the room, or anything else for that matter, because there's no outside for it to expand into. This is a key concept that comes from the theory of general relativity. According to this theory, our universe doesn't exist within some larger space. Instead, it is all of space. Let's take it a step further. The expansion of the universe does not mean that the universe is getting physically bigger in the sense that a balloon gets bigger as it fills with air. Instead, it's the space between galaxies that's expanding, causing them to move away from each other. The galaxies themselves aren't moving through space. Instead, space itself is expanding. It's a mind-boggling concept, isn't it? It's a bit like trying to imagine a color you've never seen before. But it's these kinds of abstract ideas that push the boundaries of our understanding and keep us asking more questions. So, when we ask, what is the universe expanding into? The answer is nothing. Because according to our current understanding, there's no outside for the universe to expand into. The universe is all there is. The concept of outside the universe doesn't exist in the same way there's no outside the balloon in our analogy. Just like the room to the balloon, what lies beyond our universe is simply not part of our universe. So, the universe is expanding, but not into anything that we can comprehend. We've journeyed through the vast expanses of the cosmos today, grappling with some of the most profound questions about our universe. We've explored the concept of the universe's expansion, a phenomenon that defies our everyday understanding of space. Theories abound, some suggesting the existence of higher dimensions, others proposing an infinite multiverse. Yet none of them are universally accepted, mirroring the very nature of science itself, a constant quest for knowledge and understanding. So, is our universe like a balloon expanding in an endless room? Or is it part of a multiverse, one of many universes in a higher dimensional space? The truth is, we don't quite know yet. But isn't that the beauty of it? The mystery, the intrigue, the endless possibilities. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Investigating the Universe and like and share the video.